Good morning. For those of you seeing this who may not know my name, I'm John Sears. I'm a chemist and former academic researcher turned patent attorney and investor. I'm standing here at the U.S. Capitol today to address an issue that has the potential to dramatically impact our national competitiveness. I want to talk about the Bayh-Dole Act, a groundbreaking law authored by Senators Birch Bayh of Indiana and Bob Dole of Kansas back in 1980 that has been described by many as the most inspired piece of legislation in our lifetime. This law has been instrumental in turning federally funded research into commercial products and technologies that have changed the world. Prior to the passage of the Bayh-Dole Act, federally sponsored research was hardly ever commercialized. This meant that our tax dollars were being spent on developing amazing technologies, only to see those technologies sitting on shelves. The Bayh-Dole Act changed all that. Since its passage in 1980, the Bayh-Dole Act has empowered universities, researchers, and entrepreneurs to retain ownership of their inventions, driving the formation of thousands of startups and bringing life-saving innovations to the market. You see, the brilliance of the Bayh-Dole Act was getting the federal government out of the way and putting the commercialization of these technologies in the hands of the universities and researchers who best understood them and were incentivized to commercialize them. This has enabled an entire ecosystem of public-private partnership between the universities and researchers on one hand and the private enterprise and investors on the other, enabling countless technologies to come to the market. Telling you how great the Bayh-Dole Act is not why I'm standing here today, but it is and has become the envy of other nations and made the U.S. the world leader in technology commercialization. I am standing here today because this amazing system that is so important to our economic competitiveness and frankly our national security is under attack. The Biden administration has proposed a new march-in rights framework that could undermine the very foundation of Bayh-Dole by allowing the federal government to step in and take back the technologies after years of private sector investment and development and based solely on the price. While the intention may be to address concerns around drug pricing, the proposal will have no impact on drug pricing and is already discouraging private investment in university research and high-risk innovation. The threat of this framework, although not yet implemented and likely to face legal challenges if it is already jeopardizing commercialization pipelines for groundbreaking technologies, especially in sectors like biotechnology and deep tech, where development requires significant long-term investment. So I'm going to spend the day today meeting with lawmakers on both sides of the aisle and trying to help them understand what truly is at stake. March-in rights were designed to ensure that inventions are actively being developed, and they have served that role for more than 40 years. But they were never intended as a mechanism for regulating prices. If we allow this proposed framework to proceed, it will have a chilling effect on the partnerships between universities, startups, and investors, the very partnerships that the Bayh-Dole Act was designed to enable. I also want to take a moment to recognize the Bayh-Dole Coalition for their tireless work in educating both policymakers and the public about the importance of this act. If you are unfamiliar with their work, I will leave a link to the coalition in the comments. Their efforts are critical to preserving the innovation ecosystem that has flourished because of Bayh-Dole. But we all have a role to play. If you're a startup, a university researcher, investor, or really anyone who cares about seeing innovations move from the university to the marketplace, I encourage you to get involved. Now is the time to make your voices heard. Together, we can let our lawmakers know we want to protect the Bayh-Dole Act and ensure that the United States continues to lead the world in innovation. Thanks and have a great day.